Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be sewing a gown, a very free gown that you can just wear around or to the beach or anywhere. It's very comfortable, so I just folded it into 4 places. Then I was just showing you the tape roll to measure the dress. So I'm just going to be using 60 for the length. That was what I was showing you. Then I just measured, I brought out 15 inches because I made the measurement, I stopped the measurement under my bust. So 15, just start from 15, then to 60. Then you can just add maybe just 1 inch for the sewing to just hold the down part of the lower part of the dress. Then that's just it. Just like so, then fold it. I cut it off. It's just a straight dress, pleat dress, so it's basically not, it's just a straight dress. That's just it. Then I proceeded to cut the upper part of the dress. Yes, like so. Yes, that's all. Then I just measured it. I started measuring from 5 inches to 15. Because I'm going to put a strap. So 5 inches from 15, just place your tape roll from 5 to 15. That's all I did. Then the back, just make it 4.5 or 5, it's fine. And that's just it. Then the sleeves, the armhole, just make it 8 inches is enough. So 4.5, then 8 inches. So just take it slant like that. So that gives you the armhole. Then just cut out the upper part of the dress. That's all you just have to do. That's just it. Yes, just cut the upper part of the dress, then you can just start. That's just it. That's it. I measured it. You can use 7, you can use 8, but that's basically what I just did. Then just join it, the armhole. And you remember you start measuring from 5. So basically the armhole is going to look very small, but it is not, because you're going to be joining the strap later. So it's just going to look that way till you join the strap. Then remember, when you're making the strap, it's 5 inches I took away. So you're going to be measuring for the back and the front. That's 5 plus 5, that's 10. Then ½ inch in, then that's 11 inches. But you can make it 12 inches just for this easy access, like for it to be free, because I'm not putting any zip to this particular gown, because it's a free gown. I'm not using the exact circumference of my underbust. So basically my circumference for my underbust is 30. If it's 30, I'm going to be using like 32 or 31 just for easy access or easy just allowance. Do you understand? Just like so. Then I just cut it out. Then I separated it because I need the front part to be lower than the back, just a little, that's all. So that was the only reason why I just had to cut that. And that's it. See, I'm just showing you guys what I did there. That's it. Then you just go ahead. I'm done here. So how you cut it, let's say your measurement is exactly 30, then you want to do 32. When you do 32, then you are still going to have to put extra allowance, and that's like 2 inches, or you can make it 1 inch, because I did a French seam when sewing. That's why. So you're going to see it when I do that. Basically, I just had to correct this part again. I was correcting it, so I just proceeded to just show you what I was doing. I guess I was not okay with the armhole. Yes. Then I decided to just go ahead, because it will not be nice if your armhole is not like, it's a spaghetti strap dress, so you just have to be very careful. It's not the normal way you cut your sleeve dresses. Do you understand? Your sleeve dresses it's just different from the way you cut your normal spaghetti dresses. So this is it. Yes, then I'm cutting the strap here. So I didn't really measure. Yeah, I measured, but I just gauged it with my eyes, then just cut through it. That's it. So it's like the 11 inches or 12 if you want to. Then just go ahead. You see, I was just sewn it here, then I just pull it out. What I did basically here was just use the strap when sewing, held the strap in, then sewed the strap through, then use that rope to pull it out. That's how you just do it. Very easy, because sometimes safety pin might not do the work you want. The safety pin I have is very big, so I just had to do that. That's way easy for me. Then I just showed you how I placed the strap on the dress. Yes, just be careful. You see how I placed it on the dress before I tape them. So I'm going to be doing a French seam here. French seam is very neat and it just helps your dress. It's really good when you do a French seam because it makes your work neat and makes your work very, very easy. It doesn't stretch you at all. So I recommend a French seam when you don't have a whipping machine. A machine that is going to do like a smooth finish work for you, that was just going to whip. So this is basically what I do when I do not have time to whip. And what I did in this, what I was very conscious of when cutting these dresses, I used every part of this dress that I used that I didn't do a French seam. I made sure the tip of it's actually the tip of the dress from production. Like, I didn't cut it. I made sure the direction where I placed the fabric was the actual tip of the dress. Do you understand? So there was no need for me to whip. So I was just showing you here what I did, how I connected it, how I used the French seam. Then just put in I use the cloth as the bias binding, just to close in everything, just to have that neat finishing. That's what I just did. So that's it. Place it on it, then just sew round. When you sew round, then just flip it to the other side to have that neat finish. I just used it as a bias binding for it. That's basically what I'm doing here. So that's just it. Just be careful when sewing. And yes, I'm done. So I just flip it to the other side like I said before. So this is it. Flip, 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 flip. So that's it. Place it on it. Yes. Then you just sew like so. Yes, just sew it all around. That's basically what I did. This dress is so easy to make. Like, just use a free measurement. I just started measuring. I just made my full measurements, my under bust, my bust, my actual bust. Then I just reduced my actual for my back. I reduced my actual back. I divided by 2 at first. So my actual back is 15, 16. Let's say I use 16. Then I just said, let me just reduce it by 5 inches, basically, or 6 inches. And that gives me like the accurate upper bust. Do you understand? And that's where I started my measurement from. And that's the 5 inches. Do you understand? That we used to cut this particular dress. So that's just it. I'm just showing you how I taped it in. Then you just have to iron it here, so it can have this flat, clean, fresh, neat look. Do you understand? So that's just it. So one thing that is very important when you are pleating a dress is that you have to notch every single part of it, and that's what I did here. I might not show you everything though, but I'm just showing you here how I notched it. You have to notch it. It's like taking your scissors to just press that part to just give you a triangle. Do you understand? A V, just a V throughout. So I notched 4 parts and made sure I connected those 4 parts to give me an accurate pleat. So the dress is not that wide because it was not enough. I just had to manage the fabric. But basically, I got the amount of pleats that I needed because I notched. So that's how notching your dress helps you to get the accurate measurements. So I just notched and I proceeded to just sew. That's what I'm just doing here. So I'm placing every notch on the upper part of the dress. I notch for the upper part and notch for the lower part. So it's just so easy to sew. So can you see it? Like I notched and I'm just pleating. So the fabric is not like, I didn't do like times 4 because on the norms for pleating you're supposed to do times 4, but I didn't do that here because fabric is not enough, so I just had to manage it. So the notching just helped me sew faster and help you sew, make your work very neat. Yes, look at what I'm doing here. So I was done just sewing the tip of the dress, just tipping it in. That's all I did. So can you see it's very fast, very easy to sew. Just make sure you just start measuring, get your underbust, get the actual length, and I'm done. Like look at the dress, so easy to make. I can just wear it to the beach, around the house. I can put a belt on it if I want.